They say the goddamn the YouTube stream wasn't working. I'll just super quick intro, I guess, for the YouTube people. Basically, we're just doing episode 2 of our gun vampire playthrough. The storyline, I guess, basically is that it's an Empire soldier with knowledge of engineering and gunpowder that's been recruited by dark forces to put together an elite squad of gun wielding vampires, combining the technology of the Empire with the immortality, strength, and occult powers of the vampires. So we're going to go for vampire heroes, but using gunpowder. And we're not going to use chill wind. So basically that's the kind of main rule of the campaign. So if you want a super overpowered fast forward of a campaign, just recruit all vampire heroes and just have them kill everything with their chill wind spell. It's unlimited range. It's really effective and cheap, so they can spam it. And yeah, it kind of just it's fun the first couple times, but it does kind of totally unbalance the game, and it's can kind of reduce your enjoyment. So I wanted to do a powerful vampire based playthrough, but not chill wind levels are overpowered. So we're not going to use chill wind basically. I think the same sort of effect works with any wind type spells. Basically, if it's a wind spell, then you can just cast it at unlimited range. But chill wind is an unlimited range with no line of sight, so it makes wind spells kind of really overpowered. But chill wind particularly because it's quite efficient and high damage as well. So anyway, we're not going to use chill wind. We can go and start. We could go and recruit some vampires now, like to replace these Bretonnian knights with vampires. But I'm probably just gonna power through to tier 2 before I bother recruiting any vampires, because at tier 2 we get a perk that gives us 5 extra companions. So we'll just wait till we've got those 5 extra companions, and that way we can start training our elite squad. So we're nearly at tier 1. Oh no, we're not nearly there, but we're heading towards tier 1. See, this first episode, just full disclosure, is probably going to be pretty low fire, pretty chill. Just kind of getting organized, traveling around, getting an elite band together. We should probably do the gunpowder quest to get it out of the way. We'll do that first. Yeah, okay, actually I'll keep those guys. We need some food. Alright, we'll start putting together a start putting together a little squad of guys to do the gunpowder quest. So we've also got 2 other campaigns going at the moment. Got the Witch Hunter General Gunpowder Armies campaign. Just got to tier 4 with that, so it'd be cool to see. And we've got fully unlocked our cannons and mortars and stuff. So it'd be cool to see that fully operational. And we've got our Viking, full Viking playthrough going in War Sales. I'll have to get back to it at some point. I haven't played that for a few days. Excuse me. Alright, so just before we do this, we'll just save. And then turn off autosaves, because there's a bug where if the game crashes or you have to leave the game for whatever reason, if you reload, the marker for this quest disappears. So we just want to make sure that doesn't happen to us. So I'm not gonna save during this. Oh, they can spawn, like these runaway thieves. They can spawn anywhere in the entire map, and they just spawned right next to the town. So that's pretty lucky. Well, that guy's probably gonna, yeah, desert. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to beat these guys. Hopefully. I don't even have a weapon, do I? Alright, may as well get a sword, I guess. Fuck, can't even catch them. It's because I've got too many guys in my party. Because my party size is only 23. But I'm trying to like catch them before before all my guys desert, because so that I won't be so outnumbered. Okay, here we go. Alright, I might just auto resolve. We can. Yeah, looks good. Cool. Yeah, maybe started that quest a little bit too early. That's all right. Alright, part one done. Quickly jump in here and do this tournament. Yeah, those runaway thieves can literally spawn anywhere in the entire map, and they spawn like right next to the settlement. I've never seen that before. It's pretty funny. Pretty interesting. Let's go some shoes. I'm gonna eventually get rid of them anyway, so not too worried, but hey Lily, how you doing, buddy? Heat's dying down, which is nice. Yeah, the heat's pretty crazy. I've had just all the windows and doors shut non-stop for the last 3 or 4 days with the air conditioner on. Just trying to keep it like an airlock. Keep it secure. Should be some blue there. Blue runaways. just try and get a little bit of magic XP.
You got a problem?
I'm in command! Go!
Attack! Go!
I can cast 2 spells. Not much to go on at the moment, but eventually. I'll make it a little bit easier for our guys to handled. Yes, and then once you've found the second party, there's 2 different parties you got to find. Once you've found the second party, you don't have to worry about the bug anymore, so you can save it again and turn back on your autosaves. But yeah, I'd recommend just turning off your autosaves. Save it immediately before you start the quest, and then just turn off your autosaves until you finish the quest. But yeah, then you're done. But yeah, it's kind of important if you're playing as an Empire playthrough because oh, that was not the party. Just realized, fuck, I forgot. That was just a side quest that I did. All right, cool. Let's just try and hire some more dudes. What a dumbass. I was like, oh yeah, I've done it. I totally forgot that I was just doing a random other party that I ran into. Yeah, and now if the game crashes or whatever, then now I'm kind of screwed. Oh, I think because we know where they are now, we might be okay. If they're traveling a lot. Oh. Fuck. This is getting dangerous. Make sure we're far enough away from that other party. It looks like we can auto-resolve it, so I might try and do that. Just for safety's sake, get this quest done. Hey, yes, Nolan. What would you recommend as a good career path following this mod? I've played a bunch of Bannerlord, but never this one, and I keep meaning to try it. Hey, yes, Nolan. I think they're pretty much all pretty fun. The only 3 that I don't really enjoy are the Waywatcher, the Necromancer, and the Spellsinger. But yeah, I mean the Damsel, and the Damsel, I don't really like the Damsel much either. But yeah, for the first time playing it, I'd probably recommend. So there's some really overpowered, super powerful kind of factions, like any kind of wizard class is kind of overpowered, and the Bretonian Knight and the Musion Knight are both like really strong. But they're really fun though. I'd still definitely recommend you play them. Like they're probably my favorite classes. But maybe like the Warrior Priest. The Warrior Priest is quite cool, but he's like a bit not as overpowered as some of the others, you know. Also they recommend the Mercenary, because the Mercenary is kind of good if you just want to the Mercenary's got a bit of everything basically. So the Mercenary allows you to do a bunch of cool stuff. Like Mercenary allows you to have 10 extra companions. So you're used to, you know, unlocking one companion every time you go up a renown rank. In this, once you get to renown rank 2, you get 5 extra companions, and when you get to renown rank 4, you get another 5 extra companions. That's what I'm playing right now. I'm playing the Mercenary. So Mercenary gets shitloads of companions. That if you like companions, that's really cool. He also gets one Law of Magic, so he can cast basic magic, and he can get quite powerful at it. But he doesn't have any special perks that may give him extra winds of magic or make his spells stronger or anything like that. The actual proper wizard classes have all these other perks that make their spells better and stuff, whereas he doesn't have that. But he can cast magic, so you get to experience magic. You get to have shitloads of companions. The Merc has the most companions, and he has a special ability where you can turn elite troops into companions, and you get all their gear and stuff. So if you know, you can get like Blackguard of Ostland that are like have like super high tier armor, great swords. They got like 240 all skills. They're like super elite, and you can convert them into a companion, and then you get a companion with all their armor and everything. So that's kind of cool. And there's lots of different versions of the Merc that you could do. You know, you could do like a Empire Outriders type of Merc, where you have a whole party of like guys on horses with guns, like riding around horse archering with guns and stuff. That's the Mercenary, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, the Mercenary is probably the one I'd recommend you start off with, yeah. Not necessarily my favorite, but definitely one of my favorites. The ones I play the most are probably the Mercenary, the Empire Magister, Bretonian Knight. Yeah, they're probably the ones I play the absolute most. And then but I also really like the Warrior Priest. Yeah, anyway, there's lots of good. You'll kind of probably end up exploring all of them, you know. But the Merc's definitely a good place to start, I'd say. That's the one that they recommend to start with. Okay, so now we've actually done the quest. There's some really nice boots, only weight 1 for 27 armor. That's like probably the best armor boots, best armor to weight ratio you can probably get. These wristers about the best armor to weight ratio you can get for wrist as well, but the armor is low though. But point 1 weight super low. The reason why I want low weight for my Merc is because when you're using magic, you regenerate magic based on how heavy your armor is. The heavier your armor is, the slower you regen. Weapons and equipment don't matter, only your weight, only armor weight. I find companions can feel underpowered in vanilla. Yeah, true. I want companions to feel super badass, and it sounds like this could do it. Yeah, if you want to have like crazy overpowered, like let's see, I wouldn't necessarily go for crazy overpowered the first time around. I'd probably more go for like vanilla plus kind of style. That's why I recommend the Merc. I can tell you some like really overpowered kind of stuff that you can do, but like I said, I feel like it's more fun to go for the overpowered, the just like vanilla plus kind of vibe, I reckon, the first time, because because it's going to be fun, like, you know, having unlocking all that stuff. But yeah, up to you. But yeah, the Warrior Priest has spells. He can like heal in an AoE, so you can hang out with him or have him like hang out with your infantry and heal them and stuff. There's Priestess of Shalia that can heal. There's various wizards that can cast different spells and heal and stuff. There's also you can do also the gunpowder quest, which I'm doing right now, which allows you to unlock artillery and advanced gun weaponry. You get 1 piece of artillery for every 50 points of engineering. So if you have over 50 engineering, or you have to have an engineer character that's got over 50 engineering, then you can get a cannon or a mortar once you've unlocked it. Only if you're playing Empire though. But yeah, that's sort of its own type of overpowered magic of gunpowder. Creeping up on tier 1. Sometimes when you help out in these little bandit fights, you get relations up, which gives you a free charm XP. Which is pretty nice. $29. The charm XP on 6. Excuse me. Okay, so talk to this guy now. And then you go in here, and you can buy the old rifle, which allows you to shoot even if you don't have any gunpowder skill at all. Actually, what we can do, if you want to do magic, the thing to do is blacksmith up some money, and then buy a bunch of magic books, because getting up to 100 magic will rapidly speed up your we'll get dust storm. And then, yeah, we'll just buy as many books of magic as we can. Ocular Rift, Nature's Guardians, Alchemist, Vampire Coast, Ski. Okay, that's all of the magic. Books. And then that will just kickstart your magic up. So you can either get up to 125 magic, then get a perk that gives you double experience from reading books, and then all these books will give me heaps more magic. But it'll take fucking ages to get up to 125 magic. But if I read all these books first and get up to like 50 magic, then I'll have enough winds of magic to be able to cast a lot of spells and get up to 125 faster. So that's basically my mentality with it. And then we could probably do money rakes. Okay, this is our career abilities. So yeah, so when you first start off as a merc, I'd probably take the extra ammo, extra range damage, so you level up your gun faster, and party movement speed. And then if you're going to train as a hired sword, don't take the hit points while you're a hired sword. But if you're not a hired sword, take the hit points. Then you'll immediately get plus 20 max hit points, and then you'll start healing, get a bit of medicine XP. But finish healing before you sign as a hired sword, because you won't get any skill points as a hired sword otherwise. Yeah, none of the abilities are like that. All of the abilities for the merc are pretty low fire mostly, the ones that like the damage ones and stuff. Although you do get the ability to shoot through multiple enemies, I think, later on, which is pretty cool. Yeah, extra camo movement speed is really nice. Some classes like the Blood Dragon and the Bretonian Knight get like 2 points of it, so they're like super fast. Okay, we're going to read all these magic books, so we want as much magic as we can get. Actually, we should try and level up a bit more before we read the books, so we can get some more focus points. Pretty overburdened, yeah. Trying to get up here so we can pray. Should I get this way? I want to hit as many tournaments as fast of a shorter period as possible. Get some pack horses. Yeah, I just realized actually that I don't want to read the magic books yet. So I'm just going to read another book so that I can stop myself from finishing and reading the magic book. Yeah, switch to this Grugnicon. It gives us blacksmithing XP instead. We've already got our 3 points in blacksmithing, which we're not going to put any more in, so... Whereas when I read the magic books, I want to be, I want 5 points of focus points in spellcraft. the book. So engineering, yeah. Tactics? Sure. Actually, no, we don't really want to read those any more books. We'll just, yeah, we'll just do blacksmithing. That's fine. Travel around, hit some tournaments. Oh yeah, if you haven't looked at the manual already, I highly recommend look up the Old Realms manual. And yeah, you can look up spells and prayers. Sort of shows you which classes can use what and blah blah. I think I'm going to go for life magic which is my favorite for support, mainly because you get bark skin, which gives 50% physical resistance for 80 seconds in a large AoE, so you can do all your companions with it, and for 80 seconds lasts for ages. Also, you've got regrowth, which gives a decent little heal, 5 hit points for 12 seconds, so 60 hit point heal, which you can cast for every 25 seconds as well, which is not bad. Heavens is kind of fun. Wind blast spell. It's got a 30-second cooldown, only costs 8 winds of magic, and it knocks down everyone in a huge area of effect. So yeah, it's quite cool. You get harmonic convergence. Cast the odds on for the rows. Allies in a 10-meter radius gain 50% physical resistance for 50 seconds. Yeah, so this one's got, not quite as good of a resistance spell. You still judge the spells based on your experience with Total Warhammer 3. Yeah, they're not the same as Warhammer 3. Yeah, I think this is a really fun spell type to take, but I don't want my guy to be superly a wizard. He's mainly just want to be mainly just knowing a few tricks that he's learnt from the vampires, basically. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with life magic. It's boring, but it's reliable. Get a millions paltry, a little bit faster, more maneuverable. Oh yeah, we should get some more food too. We've only got a couple of food types. Alright, I might do a little bit different blacksmithing this time. We'll try and just power up some experience levels on my main character. So hopefully this will work. So basically what we want to do is, instead of making those low level things, we'll make a really high level weapon. And then we'll get this guy to just smelt all of those weapons. So you just gotta level up. Two levels. So I just went up 2 levels just then. I'm just smelting those blacksmith weapons that I made. And that gives us 2 points in spellcraft. So now we're getting maximum experience gain from spellcraft. So now's a good time to start reading our spellcraft books. Magic's just powering up. Probably won't quite make it to 100, but that's alright. Yeah, this one gives you a 50% extra self-targeted buff duration. This one gives you less friendly fire damage to your own party, which can be useful sometimes. But yeah, also I like the 5% advantage in simulation battles. It's basically as if you had like 50 extra levels of tactics, so it's pretty nice. Level up. I'll get gunpowder up. And keep traveling around, checking out these tournaments.
You best back off.
Just gotta cast a few spells.
Listen up!
just reblocked it. I still get a bit of experience from just casting the spell, but you get more if you actually do damage with it. Oh, there we go. Casted my few spells. Last time to use up a little bit of extra magic. There we go. Used all my magic. Get as much spell XP as possible. A Rex Guard Knight. Going another prayer in. Even though we don't have many points in faith, I think we still get the same amount of XP. It's just that your learning rate, you know, you'd go up more levels with that same XP if you had a higher learning rate. But I think we still get the same amount of like character XP, so we still level up from it. Just our faith itself won't go up that much. Tier 2 now, so we can grab our first vampire hero if we want. Might as well. But yeah, I really want to get to tier 2 and get a whole bunch more heroes before we get too excited about it. Get too excited about training, that is. Alright, so get some spells. Sorry, we'll talk to this guy first. So yes, I'm ready to become a college wizard. So you can only choose one law of magic. If you're an Empire Majesty, you can only choose one, and if you're an Empire Merc, you can only choose one. Some of the other classes get to choose multiple spell types as they go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I like Law of Life is the main magic I like to use if I'm not really being really a wizard. I'm more like using the magic as a support type thing. We're not quite at level 100, not quite got 100 magic yet. Yeah, nice. Looks like we're going to make it. Let's get a heap more experience, just kind of power leveling him up. Practical smelter, and you can smelt more now to be able to level up faster. Yeah, just gonna gun and magic. I'm not gonna put any points in faith because we're evil. Yeah, so max out all these things. We can't get to tier 2 career abilities until we get our clan tier up. Alright, we'll read this last magic book. That should get us to 100. And get us our gunpowder over 50 as well. So now we can start learning how to use gun with a Empire short rifle, which is way better than this crappy old rifle. This does 60 damage, and by short rifle it does 140 damage. So we gotta level up a lot quicker. Get that for our vampire hero. Alright, nice. Alright, we're going to recruit one vampire hero, or maybe two. And we'll learn yeah, bark skin and regrowth. That's all the spells we really need. Start recruiting. Missed the shrine. Vampire. Alright, get our first recruit.
What do you want of me?
Recruit this, you know, standard Sylvanian vampire. We'll teach him the ways of the Empire and gunpowder. The way of progress, indeed. He will learn the ways. He doesn't have duelist. I might actually respec him just so that in case he wins a tournament, he won't rob us of rob us of our renown. Thought I was sure, but I was not. Alright, so let's try and fix this guy up a bit. So his boots weigh 3.8. These boots are not as good, but they're way lighter. Gloves only weigh 1.5, which is not too bad. I went 2.7, a little bit lighter. Hey, Marcus. I'll leave him with his town gear intact for now. But yeah, we want his battle gear to be lightweight so he can recharge his Winds of Magic really fast. 3 weights, not too bad. 2 weights better. There we go. Shoulders, get rid of those. Should we get rid of the gauntlets as well, I think. Give him an old rifle, gun. Alright, our modern military is starting to take shape. Oh, gotta go to work. Okay, no worries guys. Well, hope you have a good day at work. Alright, so we only get 1 extra vampire for now, but as soon as we get to tier 2, we'll get 1 extra companion, so 5, and then we'll get a perk that gives us 5 extra capacity, so we'll be able to zoom up.
We're not looking for a fight.
Alright, let's I just want to practice my gun skill a little bit.
I'm in command!
Excuse me.
Follow me!
Oh, he's gonna blast these guys with chill wind. Alright, see, I forgot to turn off his chill wind.
Marching steady!
Okay, I'm gonna turn off his fire at will so he doesn't cast spells. Otherwise he'll just kill everyone with his chill wind magic. That gives me a little bit extra damage, plus 10% physical from having my rear ability on. Man, I'm so used to having the repeater rifle on that just fires blam, 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 blam.
For Sigma!
just pop that just so that I could get an extra point in medicine. Do a bit of a tour around the Empire, just smash out a heap of tournaments. Respec his vigor. And then we'll just get this perk, Duelist, so he gets double renown tournaments if he ever wins. Normally the Bretonnian Knights will win, but if he does extra ever win, then it'll be good. Go to Alheim. Smelt these high tier pole arms, get a heap of XP again. Yeah, I'm starting at a really high skill level now, so I can actually make these quite well, balanced ones. Crafted with like heaps of gold. These gold wizard boots only weigh 0.8, and they weigh 0.8, and they've got 18 armor. This is 1 and 20 armor. It's about slightly better, but that's right. We don't need it right now. Just looking for like really light stuff, basically. Yeah, just doing circuits around here. Down here, maybe back around here, back up there, like this Northern Empire. You just get heaps of tournaments in one after another and really just systematically smash your way up to tier 2 pretty fast. It's maybe a little bit boring, but it's definitely fast. Just because you're auto-resolving all these tournaments instead of fighting them. Whereas if you fought them, you know, you might win, but you might not. And it'll take a long time. It'll take, you know, a few minutes each time instead of a few seconds. Yeah, fighting battles, you won't get as much renown and it'll take way longer. At this point. Later on when you fight in big sieges where you get like 460 renown from like we fought a siege versus last night versus Brass Keep. Took out like 2,500 guys with artillery and got like 460 renown in one battle. That took a long time, but it was worth it because you got like, you know, it was even just for the renown, it was worth it because you got so much, but yeah. The gunpowder spellcraft, yes. Want 1 point in charm so we can get extra influence. Didn't win that one. Yeah, if you have three Bretonnian Knights is a good amount. If you have 3 Bretonnian Knights, you'll win like most of the tournaments, you know, most of the time. If you have 1 Bretonnian Knight, you know, you might win it somewhat often. You might win like 30, 40, no, you might like, yeah, if you have 1 Bretonnian Knight, you might win like 40 to 50%. If you have 2, you might win like 60%. If you have 3, you probably win like 80% of the tournaments just by auto-resolving. If you're playing as the Bretonnian Knight career and you have like 20 Bretonnian Knights, then you'll just win every tournament pretty much. You'll just like almost never lose a tournament if you're just auto-resolving. Like one of your knights will pretty much always win. So yeah, one of our Bretonnian Knights won, and our Vampire came second. So even if the Bretonnian Knight had lost, he would have won. Didn't win that one. Charm, trade, and roguery, melee weapon skills. Yeah, go for charm, trade, and roguery. Got a bunch of XP. But now that we're tier 1, we can get job offers for being a mercenary. Our prayer's about to wear off, so we'll go up to the Shrine of Ulrich, get some more Faith XP. I'm not trying to level up Faith anymore, but just it gives you character XP, so you may as well get it. It gives you a large chunk of XP every time you pray, so may as well hit it. We do actually want to try and get our magic up to 125, but I suppose it'd be easier to do it. It'd be more efficient to do it at the same time as leveling up our gun skills on our companions. So might wait a bit on that. I could keep going down to Karabberg, but there's less density of settlements down there, so I'll just keep the renown flowing and stay around where the tournaments are. Yeah, this blacksmithing is just powering us up in levels, which is nice. Yeah, I'll just give him a heap of faith. No faith, medicine. Even though it's not really a huge focus, we may as well have it level up by fast. The arena.
We will trample your
Shit.
foot.
Nearly got munched by some minotaurs. Create a Chelia, get some more faith XP. Hopefully this tournament's still here at Tolobam. Yep. Guns good in the mod? Yeah, guns are good, and cannons and artillery is really, really powerful. Although Z4 and one of the devs came and said that they're probably going to nerf the cannons a little bit and reduce the rate of fire and ammunition a little bit, which is probably a good idea. Yeah, extremely devastating at the moment. it's still warm. Go for like, should go sort of legionary outfits maybe? I don't know, I'll probably go for like Empire Knight kind of gear. Bit of a gothic vibe. Not quite as, maybe I'll go for a mixture of Empire and Vampire gear. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Hey, Hooves. You want Warhammer 3, but when I play Warhammer 3, all you do is talk about fucking other games anyway. So I feel like no matter what game I play, you're just going to be wanting another game. I don't mind. It's alright. As long as you're having fun and you're not too disruptive. Hey, Witchard just raided us with a party on Twitch. Thanks, thanks for the raid, Witchard. Appreciate it, man. Welcome everyone coming over from Witchard's stream. We're just playing a bit of Bannerlord, but Warhammer style Bannerlord. Our story today is Evening, sire. Indeed, evening. The story today is the story of Mercer, of the Die Schwarzhand, and he's an agent of the vampires, working as an Empire mercenary, and now he's been given the task of training an elite group of vampire super soldiers that are going to be using the technology of the Empire and gunpowder. Combined with the power of the vampire and the occult mastery to make magical gun-wielding vampires. He's not currently a vampire, he's currently human, but he's been promised the blood kiss should he be successful in his mission. So if I can get to tier, as a mercenary career of the Empire, if I get to tier 4, I can have the option of choosing I can get the blood kiss basically given to me by the vampires. So yeah, so basically I can start off as a human and then become a vampire later. Although this build will actually work better probably if he's not a vampire. Actually, maybe he should stay a human, because that could be his job, is to like be like the captain. It's like they've got the vampire super soldiers, but the vampires don't understand like modern military tactics, so they need like a veteran human warrior to lead them. Doing the whole Warhammer vampire thing where one could literally play as just the leaders. Hey Steve, what do you mean by that? Sorry. Oh, we're doing a companion focused kind of playthrough. Like, we'll probably have some troops, but yeah, we're going for mainly companions. The whole idea is to form an elite squad of companions. So yeah, it's going to be very hero hammery. Yeah, no, I found a new gun that I hadn't played around with before called the repeater pistol. It's like a 6-shot repeater pistol, and it's just, I don't know, it's really cool. So I want to have like, now I want to have a bunch of vampires with repeater pistols going around nailing everyone. That's my plan. First time looking into this mod. Oh yeah, it's really cool. You can check out all of the different careers on the manual here if you want to have a look at it. Yeah, it's got kind of explains like all the different careers that you can do, like mercenary, vampire, Bretonian knight, etc, etc. And then you go to this appendix, career perks, and that actually tells you what abilities you unlock at each level. So, you know, if I later on take the blood kiss and become a vampire, then I'll be able to get 25 extra hit points. My party size increased by 25, extra winds of magic, so I can cast more spells. Party movement speed on the map increased by 1.5, which is a huge chunk. Another 25 hit points there. Mist form, so you can turn into a mist and fly around and stuff, you know. And there's a lot of crazy stuff. But it's pretty cool. Like, a lot of it's pretty balanced and cool. Some of it's a little bit janky, but I really enjoy it. It's probably my favorite mod by far. Although I am really enjoying vanilla war sales at the moment as well. So I don't know. It's sort of a toss up whether I'm more into vanilla war sales or old realms at the moment, but I like them both. The Repugnance clan was destroyed. Oh man. Vampires got taken out already. I mean, the Chaos got taken out already. Alright, well I guess they're not going to be part of the story. Yeah, no, they're not going to update this one to 1.3. This is built on 1.2, but the next update that comes out in a few months is going to be built on 1.3. But they're not going to go back and update the old stuff. They're just, when the next update comes out, it's going to be on 1.3. Yeah, I wonder how nice it's going to look. Because 1.3, one of the nice things about 1.3, which is not like the most important perhaps, but yeah, it just looks really nice. Like, it's much prettier now than it used to be. So we just basically what we're doing right now is trying to get to tier 2 as fast as we can. And so basically what we're doing is just, I've got a bunch of highly skilled companions that are really good fighters, and I'm just going around and letting them fight in the tournaments, just auto-resolving the tournaments. Because they've got such high skill, they mostly win the tournaments, and I've got them spec'd into getting double renown as well. So basically every time I go into a town, like just then, I just auto-resolve that battle, got 6 renown straight away. Just, you know, in a few seconds. So tournaments are definitely fun to compete in, but in terms of, you know, pure efficiency, this is way faster. And yeah, I'm kind of focused on this whole vampire thing, so I'm just trying to smash out this last 41 points of renown, and then we can get our vampire campaign going properly. A bit of blacksmithing. We're going to need a bit of money for all of our equipment and stuff. Sea elf patrol potential. They're not going to add high elves as a playable race. They've already said that, but they could definitely add some dark elf action. They've already got dark elves in there, but they need to fully flesh it out more. You know, I don't think they're planning on adding dark elves as a playable race either. They're just like a bandit race. But yeah, they've already got yeah, vampires, Bretonia, Empire, and 2 different types of wood elves, the Azrai and the Aenir, the Laurelorn elves, and the Moose and Moussion, the kind of dark Bretonia. I think next is planned. Next is elves and dwarves are coming in the next few months, and then I think the next one after that planned is Kislev, then Chaos, and then I think they also have plans eventually to add Skaven and Estalia and Talea. So it's going to probably be like 10 years before we see all that stuff, but yeah, very cool, very ambitious project. You like Twilight hooves? I don't know. I didn't mind Twilight, I guess. Didn't really. Yeah, I didn't mind it, I guess. So. Probably preferred Interviewed with a Vampire, and I haven't read the Twilight books, but I've read a lot of the Interview with the Vampire books, or the Anne Rice novels. They're very like romancy, a bit homoerotic potentially at times, but I know I just really love vampires, so I really get into it. True Blood was very interesting, kind of weird Texas vampire blend. But yeah, pretty cool show. I was hoping a new tournament would pop here, but it appears not. No. So just getting a heap of blacksmithing XP and character XP for our lad here. Merchant, yeah. Oh yeah, these Salets, pretty cool helmets. 4.5, they're pretty heavy though, but that's alright. Prosthetic legs, pretty cool. Ornate Kopesh. Yeah, I might take that Ornate Kopesh actually, because I can smelt that down. Smelt that down to unlock. Just say my urge for Battle Brothers is slowly accumulating again. Oh, nice. I think, yeah, I think with Battle Brothers, maybe I never really quite got good enough at it to be able to comfortably kind of like comfortably get through the early game and kind of get rolling, you know. Like I still really enjoy it, but every time I play it, it's kind of like a bit of a Russian roulette, whether I'm actually going to survive or not, you know, and stuff, which I like enjoy, but yeah, I don't know. I think if I was a bit better at it, like, so I could, it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I do like, you know, just struggling and dying and shit like that. It's kind of fun, but it's not very like encouraging, I guess, after a while. It doesn't like drive you on to keep playing and playing. And like, because, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like, because I am pretty casual with Battle Brothers. I only like play a little bit every like couple of months or something, a few months or whatever. I never really get any better at it, and so it's always kind of the same experience, you know. Yeah. But yeah, no, I really like Battle Brothers, but yeah, I just think I never really get rolling with it that much, you know. You can only play one game at a time, Hooves. And you can either enjoy the game you're playing, or you could spend all the time that you're playing that game just thinking about the other games you're missing out on. But if you do that, then you're going to feel like shit all the time. So I would not recommend it. Like, yeah, if you want to be unhappy, the best recipe is to always think about the shits that you don't have. Yeah, always think about the shit that you're missing out on. All of that. Always think about what you could be doing instead of what you're doing. That's a great recipe for being very unhappy. Yeah, I don't know. There's always. I mean, the world's full of possibilities. There's always good stuff around the place, you know. But I feel like, you know, to a certain extent, you got to just own that own the fact that you're doing what you're doing, and you don't give a fuck about anything else, you know. Like, just do it. Otherwise, I don't know. You just end up like faffing around, like moaning about all the shit that you're not doing, you know. Anyway, enough out of philosophy, Mercy. I'm good at playing games. I'm not good at philosophy. Got a lot of Kingdom Come 2 would be awesome for you. Thanks, Hooves. That'd be great advice if you had have given me that advice, you know, a year ago before Kingdom Come 2 came out and I already played it. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely appreciate it when I come across an old game. It happens, it's very rare that it actually happens nowadays. I used to have this experience every now and again, but you'd come across an older game that had been out for a long time and maybe already had a really good modding community. Actually, Mountain Blade, original Mountain Blade is a good example of that. I don't think I got into Mountain Blade until like, you know, a good few months or a year after it came out. And so there was already like a really healthy modding community and stuff, like Mountain Blade 1 I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's definitely something to be said for waiting until they've ironed the bugs out and there's a few good mods out and stuff like that. But on the other hand, if it's an IP or if it's an IP that you're really into, sometimes it's nice to be part of the development. You know, like be one of the first people into the game, one of the first lot of people giving feedback about what you like, what you don't like. You know, and being part of that community. I know I really also enjoy that. But but I have the mentality that I don't really care what the game's like now. Even I'm in that situation, like I don't really care that much what the game's like now because I know this is just part of the journey and it's heading towards where it's going to be. And that was what I bought into. I bought into the idea that it's like not the final product yet, you know? And so, yes, I think when you've got that mentality and you're there like to kind of be part of the development, then it's okay. But when you kind of like, oh, I just want to have my like super immersive ultimate campaign where everything's perfect and I get to live out all my dreams to the ultimate. And then once I'm finished, I'll be done with it. You know, if you try and do that like on day one and then you run into a bunch of bugs and stuff, yeah, it's like really frustrating. But yeah, I guess I just have that like different mentality sometimes about newer games. It's all about managing your own expectations. All right, I better buy some food, I guess. These guys are whinging. These troops are whinging about not having any food. You know, all these like high-ranked noblemen that are super good at combat. It's coming and smashing me in these tournaments. I never played a Mount and Blade 1 vanilla campaign. I played one. Literally one vanilla Mount and Blade campaign. I played about, you know, a bit of the way in. And then I got into mods and I played, yeah, 95% of my Mount and Blade 1 is played in Prophecy of Pendor mod. I did play a bit of Brit and Walder. As well. Just played a couple of times of that. Brit and Walder had a really cool feeling to it, yeah. But I liked Prophecy of Pendor best. Right, get a bit more experience here. There's a new total conversion of Japanese total conversion for Bannerlord that's really good. Shakuho. Apparently it's gotten a bunch of updates and it's a bit more polished now. Should be getting pretty close. 137, yeah, 13 points to go. Alright. We'll start heading over to the Vampire Lands so we can assemble our gun squad. Just gonna grab two more tournaments on the way. And we might start collecting some money too, because we're gonna need a lot of cash to hire and equip our vampires. Mount and Blade 2 has the same set of total conversions as Mount and Blade 1 had. I wouldn't say that, not exactly. I think some of the teams from Mount and Blade 1 have gone and on to do, you know, mod versions for Mount and Blade 2, but not all of them. Prophecy of Pendor, notably, is my favorite mod for Mount and Blade 1, and there's no Prophecy of Pendor for Mount and Blade 2. And I don't know if Shikuho is... I don't know if Shikuho, the samurai one, I don't know if that's the same team that did the Japanese ones for Mount and Blade 1. But, I mean, in the sense that if there was a demand for it in Mount and Blade 1, there's probably a demand for it in Mount and Blade 2. That did that to the degree that that's true. There's a lot of the same type of things come around again, whether or not it's the same team as the original one or not. Kingdom Come is way better than Bannerlords 2. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? Like, I respect the fact that you like another game better than the game that I'm playing right now, but I don't really enjoy you coming into my stream and telling me how much you like some other game better than the game I'm playing right now. It's just like, yeah, I tried to develop this new philosophy like a couple of years ago, and basically it's summarized by this: never shit on another man's game or a person's game. So, you know, you have like this rise and flow of passion for things, and at a certain point you're going to find out about a new game that you're really excited about, or maybe it's an old game that you've been getting into more and you're really into it, and you care about it at that time, you love it, and caring about it and being into it is part of what makes it so enjoyable to do. And if you as a third party comes along and be like, oh yeah, I played that game, but then I played another game that's better than that, and these are all the ways that game sucks, like, all you're going to do is damage that person's passion and enjoyment that they've got for the game, like, and ruin that moment that they're having right now. Like, you might think, oh, I'm helping them by they're not wasting their time on this shit game, they can move on to this better game, but like, they can always move on to that better game later. All you're doing is destroying the joy that they're having right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my theory on it anyway. So yeah, it's really hard to avoid though. I still find myself doing it, even though I make an effort not to. But yeah, I do try to catch myself nowadays. Let's go to Aberheim. Need another like 2 tournaments, I think. And then it's all vampires all the time. Well, almost all vampires. I do hope the Modern Magic strikes Mount and Blade 2 as well. There's yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of mods in what Medieval. There's a lot of mods for Bannerlord 2 already. Alright. I think we're just about there. If we haven't hit it already, like one little battle against some bandits or whatever will get it done for us. Alright, we are there. Okay, so now we can go in here, and yeah, we can hire elite troops as companions, so we can get like elite special gear and stuff from that. Pretty cool. And we can take this one, increase companion party limit by 5. Yeah, might get that higher elite troops as companions, because you can get some pretty cool gear sometimes from that. You can find some cool companions that you want to, whose gear you want to steal. Cool troops that gives gear you want to steal. Vampires have 4 territories now. Oh, 5, 6. Oh, they've got a lot.
Peace to you, String.
Right, go back in, spawns a new character, but it's not the one we want. Alrighty, alright, we'll give her some lighter gear. Yeah, that'll pretty much do. Get lightly armored chest pieces. Alright. I got one of our new, I got 2 of our new school vampire soldiers. Going to collect some more. And we'll go back and equip more with guns. These vampire tournaments we don't have as much of a hit rate with because there's too many like vampiric nobles that are super tough. Oh, we beat him. We beat the vampire noble came second, but our guy beat him. Julian, the Bretonian Knight tournament champion. I think that guy Julian is the greatest warrior in the land. The reincarnation of Giles Le Breton himself. Indeed. He's an absolute beast. We don't really want this guy, but we can hire him anyway, just to clear out. Because his gear is worth more than his hiring costs, so it doesn't cost us anything to just hire him and get rid of him. And then we can just leave, respawn a new character. Necro, yeah. So they can have, male, you can have male vampires, Lamian countesses, necromancers, and white kings. So I think there's 4 different potential heroes that can be there. And 2 of those are the ones I want. So, there's a decent chance of getting something we want. Oh, arrows of potency. They're really cool. If you want to have an archer, they can shoot super high damage arrows with those. I kind of want the arrows just in case, just in case we get an opportunity to use them. But yeah, no, we've committed to the guns. We've got to stick with it.
What do you want of me?
Yes, gun vampire elites indeed. So we're forming so basically the
Peace to you, stranger.
the
Though if you
lords
come
of
any
Sylvania
I
have
may stick a knife in your belly.
basically,
As one comes
or
together.
a secretive Sylvanian vampire lord has basically engaged my character, who is a veteran Empire mercenary, to train up his elite vampire special forces squad, basically. So that's our job. I'm gonna make an elite unit, a modernized elite gun infantry unit, made up of completely of vampire heroes. Gotta wait for the shaders to load. Not really sure why you have to wait for the shaders to load, but hey Ronald, no Old Realms news yet. There's another update coming out, dev blog coming out this month, in the next couple of weeks, I think. Oh. Cool. All right. Our work here is done. Yeah, that's totally wrong, Hooves. Stop spreading misinformation. You hear things. Yeah, but you hear things from, and you don't really pay that much attention or verify that it's true.
Oh, if you
So I feel like, you know, the fact that you hear things is not really super
Wait.
all right. Your sources. Yeah, but like your sources are clearly and obviously wrong. So I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
I'm yours to command.
I don't know what.
Captain? Captain?
All right. All right, we're a bit on the broke side. I might have to go back. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to try to replace most of the knights now, but I'll probably keep the one that's got the most tournament wins, because he'll keep just like passively giving us more. He'll just keep passively giving us more renown. This guy.
Captain?
I'm doing pretty good with the crashes today. I haven't really had any. I wish we'd get an elite vampiric infantry unit for Total Warhammer, like Blood Dragons on foot with 32 models, heavily armored and with the hunger. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'd really like to get dismounted Reichsguard as well, with like sword and shield and halberd. But yeah, we will, if we get the Ulrich DLC that some people think we're going to get with Boris Todbringer, Ulrich, Knights Tudigen Guard, and Knights of the White Wolf, would get dismounted Tudigen Guard, two-handed hammer infantry. Would be pretty cool. Get rid of this Necromancer. Hopefully he'll be replaced by a vampire hero. Yeah. I don't normally like the haircut, but she kind of looks cool with it. Actually, kind of suits her somehow.
Captain?
Hey, Menurmorus. So it's more or less guaranteed. It's one of the only full missing lists left in the game, and only one left for the Empire. Also, the leak that nailed everything said it's coming. Oh, is there like an Ulrich army book or whatever for tabletop? Crap. Dickhead White King that I was about to hire. Storm of Chaos, 6th edition, Ulrich army list. Okay, cool. I like it. Elves are best. I do like high elves. Alright, let's go back down here. Yeah, these towns don't have enough money, unfortunately, so we can't, running out of money to buy these guys.
Wine here.
Hey, another vampire. How many vampires we got so far? 10 out of 10. Okay, cool. So we just got to replace this White King and then maybe 2 of the Knights. We're nearly there. Alright, let's go over here and see if we can get some more money. get rid of cash. Head back over and get our guy. Alright, so make a heap of these. Yeah, these are like so much, they give you so much more experience than the wood money poles. They're, yeah, really nice for leveling up fast. Excuse me. All right. Might be nearly enough to buy all of our remaining required vampires.
What do you want of me?
Sell this guy's gear. Use the money to buy our vampire.
I'm yours to
Leave it.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, we don't need to get rid of one. So we'll go to the arena. We'll find out who our tournament champion is. Should be one of our guys. Oh, sorry. Go to the leaderboard. Yeah, so Julian the Bretonian's got 14 wins. So we'll get rid of Samuel and the other guy, and we'll keep Julian.
I'm yours to command. I'm yours to command.
Grab this guy. Oh, is it pissing down raining outside?
Though if you-
Sweet. Finally, it's not going to be hot anymore. Oh. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe that wasn't rain. Maybe it was a train driving past. Right. Thought it was gonna be cool. May have just been a train. Alright, we still need one more vampire. We'll hire this guy.
Wine here.
Hopefully he'll be replaced with the vampire that we need. Yes. Oh, she's pretty as well. Not that matters. Well, when I say pretty, she's pretty for a vampire. The vampires look pretty fucked up in this game, but some of them look more fucked up than others.
Captain?
All right, so we got this is our ragtag bunch of like low level vampires, thin bloods as they would be called, weaklings, rejects. We're going to form them into the mightiest fighting force the world has ever seen. Huzzah!
Peace to you, stranger.
All right, so we got 10 companions right now. We can get rid of Julian once we get to tier 4, I reckon. And so when we get to tier 3, we'll get one more. And then when we get to tier 4, we'll get 6 more. So 11, 17. And then at that point, we'll get rid of Julian. Oh, another one. I think I want to keep Julian. I don't know, does anyone have like a really stupid haircut? No, he's got pretty nice hair. Can't argue with that. Pretty good, pretty good. Maybe Burgett could be, or else. Oh yeah, he's got pretty bad hair. Get rid of this guy.
Captain. Peace to you, stranger.
I bought it. God damn. How much money have they got left in the town? Not enough. Alright, well, that's alright. We'll come back. Let's go and rifle through this other town. A bit of free faith XP.
My greetings to you.
Alright, I think that'll do us. Yeah, so we've got 9 vampires plus our sergeant at arms there. Right. I'll just give us some boots. Alright, fuck it. That's good enough. Let's get out of here. Didn't leave too much money on the table. Right, let's go to known. Get some guns. Oh, actually, before we go, fuck, one more thing. We need to buy the magic spells. Maybe we don't. So they've got chill wind. We don't want that. We can use soul rain. That'll be good for taking out settlements. A crackling bolt of energy that explodes in a fireball and sets victims on fire. Like, that sounds pretty cool. Like, every single one of them needs to be respec'd. Because you can't disable their chill wind unless you buy another spell and activate that other spell. Right, do the arena. We have to respec like every single dude. Cool. There's the plus 5% chance of winning simulation battles from spellcraft stack with from all these spellcasters. No, it's from party leader. No, it's a party leader perk, yeah. But if you want them to lead your other parties, then it would work, yeah. Cool. Yeah, party leader plus 5%. Okay. Now, I kind of wanted to see what this death spasm is like. It's the cheapest. Alright, we need to get more money, go elsewhere. Alright. Yeah, these are worth good money and they're worth really good experience as well. Really good blacksmithing experience, which also levels up our guys. And we really need these guys to get to at least get one level so that they can put a point in gunpowder. We might have to use their magic to level them up first for a bit, and then focus more on guns once they've got a couple of levels. Because with no gun skill, they can only get to about 18. No focus points in gun, they can only get to about 18, so it's not going to be very good. Alright, we should have enough money to nearly buy all the rest of our skills, I think. Oh. We can't buy necromancer skills here because this was not originally a vampire settlement. Oh, I could have bought him. Could have bought him that magic bolt. It's cheaper. Alright, so vampires are still going to use magic. We're just not going to use the spell Chill Wind because it's just a bit too overpowered and has unlimited range, doesn't require line of sight, is really cheap and effective. So yeah, so hopefully they've got other good spells as well, but just not going to use that one. So yeah, so instead of using Chill Wind, we're just going to activate Death Spasm. So they'll only use this spell and not that one. I'll just use that instead of that. Alright, we're good. We're set. Alright, let's go get some guns. What we got here? Vampire sword. Yep. Those. Yeah, there's nothing much else we really want. Oh, this warrior priest shield. Oh, it's not really that cool. But whatever. We'll give him some style. Make sure everyone's got mounts. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna give them all the helmets so they don't get headshotted too bad, but hey, Showboss Hero. Alright. Let's get some some old rifles. Yeah, it's going to be very... The gunpowder power is going to be very shit at the start. We're going to be relying primarily on magic. But it will improve. Righty. Let's go and shoot some dudes. No, I think we need more than that.
You best back off. There's...
Yeah, that's not even worth loading in for, actually. Don't worry about that. Pretty light helmet. Not very attractive, but that's alright. Starving. They don't even eat food. God damn it. 12 dudes. And we got 8, 12 horses. Perfect. Alright, we should be pretty fast now. $55 importers it is. Nah. Maybe 33. Oh shit. Never mind, you can go. It's like the other 55 joined in as well, so it was 80. But yeah. Like a bigger group than I don't know. I mean, I guess 17's not too bad. We'll just do a let's head up this way. Oh, let's just do a tournament. Let's just do one of these just for fun. See my fledgling commando squad in their first operation. Not sure why they're not using any magic. They've all got magic spells available. I love watching my dudes go to work. My companions. No, it's just I find it super satisfying for some reason. I don't know why.
You.
commandos. They're gonna get a lot better than that though. This is only the beginning. I have only begun. Yeah, so even though they're not the best at tournament fighting, there's so many of them that, you know, inevitably one of them usually wins. Yeah, I might head up to the northeast. There's shitloads of actually this, not sure why they weren't casting spells just then. Maybe because they were inside the maybe it was just because they were inside the bandit camp. I never played this genre of game. Do you think this would be a good one to start with? Hey, Noctwake, there isn't really any other games in this genre of game. It's like, it's sort of, Mount & Blade's kind of its own genre. But yeah, this is the best and only one of them. So yeah, I reckon you should start with it for sure. Oh, there's Mount & Blade 1. This is Mount & Blade 2. But yeah, I'd probably start with Mount & Blade 2 for sure. This is a good game. Alright, let's see what we got here. So activate Magic Bolt and Death Spasm. Magic Bolt and Death Spasm. Bolt and Death Spasm. Alright. Should be pretty good. Like getting them to actually I might just get 3 of them. Yeah, very expensive to buy all the spells. Wish this game had co-op campaign, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh yeah, sorry, Knockback. If you think about buying it, yeah, you can get it off Steam. If there's not a special on Steam, yeah, if you go to one of the like key sites, like Instant Gaming, I've got a link for it if you need it. It's yeah, they're usually heavily discounted on there, like usually more than the Steam sales even. But yeah, check it out for yourself anyway. Might be able to save a few bucks. Also, a new DLC just came out for this, War Sales, which I'd highly recommend as well. But you could just buy the base game and have a play of that first, and then if you feel like you want more, you can go and get War Sales later as well. I had my eye on it for a bit, just didn't know if it was hard to get into or not. It's very, like, there's a lot to it, but there's not really any penalty for, like, if you lose a battle, like, you lose all you guys get scattered to the 4 winds, but you can just go collect them again. You don't die or anything. Well, if you have permanent death in the vanilla, you can die actually, but yeah. But normally, you know, if you lose a battle, you just kind of like, you keep your equipment that you've personally got equipped on you and your money. You just lose the gear that you've got in your inventory, and all your companions get scattered and you have to go collect them again. So it's a bit annoying, but you don't really like, you know what I mean? It's not like crushing. You can just keep playing basically and keep learning and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to learn, but it's fun to learn it, basically. Yeah, if, like the way I started, the very first time I started the game, I just bought the first things I tried to buy was a Midlands Palfrey, like a slightly better horse than the horse you start with, because the horse you start with is super slow and shit. So just as soon as you can get a slightly better horse, cheap Midlands Palfrey is good enough, and just get a basic bow and arrow, and then you can just take on looter parties and like learn how to defeat them, and that's kind of, and then you can kind of just go from there all the way up to fighting, you know, raiding villages, fighting as a mercenary against other armies, sieging and taking cities, defending sieges. But yeah, this sort of lo-fi stuff like I'm doing right now is quite fun, and then it just kind of scales up.
On my orders!
Alright, the spells are working now. They're not hitting, the hit rate's not that great, but
Listen up! Move out!
watch out for looter rocks, yeah. True.
Listen! Move out!
Nice. ARPG magic. Pretty colourful.
Yeah? What you... Under my orders! Follow the Emperor! Dismount! We go on foot from here!
Another one set the other guy on fire. Chuck down some heals. Train our guys in our combined gunpowder magic. Armed forces. Damn it. This guy with his big scythe beat us. Can't wait to go and farm some nice armor like he's got. I mean, we had some old worn armor, but we can get way better stuff than that. Excuse me. I don't know if we can take these guys on or not. We can fucking have a crack though.
We will trouble.
On my... Hold your fire!
Alright, we got some arrows coming in. Trying to get a good line of sight where so our spells won't all just get wasted. Alright, I'm just gonna shield up.
Listen up! Move out!
Handled. These are very small parties, obviously, and we can only do that once, and then we've run out of magic. So still have a ways to go, and this is not helping us level up our gun at all. That's alright. I'm just trying to get them all up like a level, at least one level, so we can get put a point into gunpowder, so they can actually get some value out of leveling their gun. See how much magic they got left. Yeah, they're pretty good. Actually, no, fuck it. It's too much for forest and shit. Actually, yeah, let's get there. We should get their other spells. Yeah, should get their other spells so that we can switch them to no magic mode, so they can actually level up their gun at some point. Alrighty. Let's get rid of all this trash. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll just nip back to Wildenhof and grab their other spells. Need a fair bit of cash. Nothing really we want from here. Oh, that Black Empire horse armor was pretty hot. Yeah, so we'll blacksmith up some cash, go buy the rest of our spells. There's a self buff that we can get that makes them just buff their own damage. And yeah, so if I take that, then they will they won't do any damaging spells, which will give them a chance to level up their gun. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it at the moment because they don't have any focus points in gun anyway. So they can't get above 18. You just crashed? Uh-oh, haven't had this one before. Might have crashed. Sometimes if you're patient, it'll sort itself out. I mean, I'm just gonna go have a drink of water. Let's see. Look at. It's looking a bit frozen. Yeah, I think we're done here. Just have a reload. Just restarting. I really like Old Realms because it's so heroic, you know, and your characters have so many like special powers and things, and it's kind of, yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, then again, I do also like after a while you get like too much of that, and then you want to go back and play War Sales because like the vanilla, because it's so a bit more grounded and feels a bit more like a historical simulation almost. Also, the boats are really fun. All right. But like the addition of gunpowder, yeah, I feel like the gunpowder is pretty fun, especially with your companions. I love like issuing a charge order when they've got guns, and how they'll shoot and then they'll reload and they'll advance a little bit closer and shoot again, and it looks like they're doing like, I don't know, looks cool. Looks all tactical and stuff. What are you even doing here, the Hooves? Jesus. Grand Theft Auto 6. What are you even talking about? I'm glad you're looking forward to it though. Alright, how much we got? 219. Oh, that might be enough to get us our spells. So yeah, so we don't have to have it on all the time. But yeah, we have this Power of Darkness spell. It doesn't do any damage. So if they have the option to switch to that, then we can, you know, for a particular battle, then we can just focus on leveling gun for that particular battle if it's a non-challenging battle. And they'll actually level up. They should actually level up their gunpowder faster as well, because so they probably want Soul Rain as well. I don't think they need Screaming Skull, but right, that should keep us out of trouble for a while. So what do we want to get now? Probably... Oh yeah, actually, we're going to become a vampire, potentially. Oh, I don't know, do I want to become a vampire or not? Let's just have a quick look at the perks. So, I think the idea that we stay as a mortal, because we have to have a mortal leader of our vampire squad, is kind of cool, because then we can have like 20 vampires. And have like a, you know, a super elite squad. But, and the advantages to that, if we stay as a merc, one of the main advantages is we get plus 10 companions, so we can have 20, we'll basically end up having like 20 vampires in our squad, which is a nice little infantry squad, I think. So we have 20 guys. Our ability boosts range damage, so it'll make our guys shoot better. Increases companion health by 25, so our troops will be a little bit tougher. Oh yeah, and you get the and you get this minus 15. You get hits below 15 don't stagger the player, so that's cool. Also, we get to keep our shield and healing, so we can keep our troops healthy and stuff. So I feel like it's pretty good. It's a pretty good option. But yeah, but then again, if we go for vampire counts von Carstein vampire, then basically we get different magic. We get like necromancy instead. We can still heal our guys with that, but we can't shield them. We get more party speed. We personally get a lot stronger. We get the ability to fly. Killing blows to the head replenish our magic. Yeah, you get 5 companion limit, plus 5, but not as much as the plus 10 that the merc gets. Yeah, I feel like there isn't really much. It could be in Vlad's family. Who can you refer? Yeah, I mean the vampire is a much stronger character than the merc. But if you want to do a companion focused playthrough, I feel like the merc is a lot better at buffing your companions than the vampire is. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. As soon as if we get to clan tier 3, yeah, it shouldn't take too long. If we get to clan tier 3, we might just start training up our vampires so they can all have some focus points in gun.
We will trouble you. Under my order! For the Emperor!
Friendly fire. More friendly fire. No, I didn't heal those two fast enough. Shit, I thought they would just kind of deal with it. But I don't know, I feel like these guys maybe are gonna die if I don't block them out.
Listen up! Marching order!
Oh, that baseman just took her out. Nice.
Victory!
Whoa. Crash. Hmm. We'll try restarting it. I'm gonna probably wrap this up soon and play a bit of Warhammer Total War, but yeah, we'll see if we can play a little bit more. See how it goes. Hey, Napoleon Army, welcome. I just want to enjoy a little bit of watching my vampire companions shoot the shit out of people before we move on to Warhammer. Yeah, on episode 3, I think, of our Vlad the Emperor campaign. Ah. Are we back? Oh shit, did we not even get our spells? No. Damn. Got a quick save more often. First, ask question, is there a way to get a castle without having like 200 troops? Are you playing vanilla or old realms?
We will trample your puny...
Alright, this could be rough.
On my... Hold your fire! Cease shooting!
Actually, that's alright. Let's
Pick your
have at it.
target! Shoot arrows! Listen up! Hold your fire! Hold fire! Move out! Menopause! Listen up! Move out! Pick your target!
Oh shit.
Steady! Hold fire! Marching order! Move!
Okay, shields up. Got 50% physical resistance.
Listen up! Marching order!
Make sure they're all in a single file.
Hit your target! Fire!
There. Yeah, the six shot repeater rifle is a lot more fun than this. Shoots a lot faster.
Listen up! Move out! Stream! Move out! Menopause Sigma! Listen up, move out! Listen up! Marching order!
We'll redeploy.
Listen up! Move out! Listen up! Marching order! Listen up! Move up! Listen up!
Pretty satisfying. Yeah, we need to get these guys some focus points in gun.
Listen up! Marching order! To hell with you! Listen up! Move out! Listen up! Move out!
Alright, nearly there.
Listen up! Listen up!
Alright.
Hold
One more redeploy should do it.
Hold the Emperor!
Nice. 10 renown from that. That's pretty chunky. Legendary shoulder harnesses can be good. Sorry, Napoleon, did you hear me? I said, which game are you talking about? Are you talking about Bannerlord Old Realms mod that I'm playing right now, the Warhammer mod, or are you talking about vanilla Old Realms, vanilla Bannerlord? Because yeah, in Old Realms, there's a lot of overpowered stuff that you can do, particularly with magic and artillery, where you don't need that many troops. You just need really powerful companions to you can take out heaps of stuff with them. This group we're using right now should be able to take out a settlement pretty easily with just the 12 of us. Not right now, maybe, but once we've trained them up a little bit. Julian's still the leader. Wondering if any of our vampires have gotten 2 wins. No. Some of them have got 1 win, but none have got 2. Alright, I'll go back and get a few more spells. Yeah, that'll do. 2 more, 50,000 more gold. That's alright, good enough for now. It's mainly for, we mainly want the bombardment spells for when we're doing sieges later on. When we've got cannons and shit, it'd be more relevant. Oh, here we go. This could be a good one.
You will be bathed in flame.
We might get wrecked here, but we could be good.
I take steady.
Hold fire!
Whoa! After me.
After me!
Yeah, they're coming. Alright.
Listen up. Move out. Listen up. Move out. Men of the Empire, follow the Emperor!
I'll get these guys to run in there. Now if that'll make them,
Listen up!
maybe make them group up around him a little bit.
Pick your targets!
Oh, crashed the game. Too much power. All right. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't mean quite often it can handle lots of stuff like that. Like before we were doing lots of magic and it was fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's it's like phases where it's like doesn't crash at all and then it like crashes a lot and I don't know. Yeah, who knows. Anyway, you get the gist of it though. So basically the plan is to keep leveling him up with lots of magic for a while until we get to tier 3. Then use the faith exploit to basically power level them 4 or 5 levels each and give them a few focus points in gun so they can actually get their gun skill up really high, and then we'll be able to then they'll gun the gun once they get like 5 points in gun, their gun skill will just fly up, and then they can get their repeater pistols and we can turn into like a sick little infantry squad of elite vampire killers. That's the plan anyway. All right, I'm gonna start a Warhammer stream now. Total War Warhammer, that is. So we'll get out of that. Get Warhammer going. All right. Yeah, bear with me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna make a coffee and get organized for 5 minutes before, and then I'm gonna switch over to the new stream. So yeah, sorry about the delay. But yeah, we'll get some Warhammer going in a second. Bear with me a second. Just gotta go to the bathroom and get a drink and stuff. All right, let's get this get the show on the road. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of our Emperor